Hi and welcome. So I posted this look last week on my Instagram. It's based off of the Evil Enchantress, just with a little twist. So I've already done my prep. I've put foundation on my skin and filled in my eyebrows, got black contact lenses in. I'm going over the eyelid with a black eyeshadow from the Smashbox Double Exposure palette, and I'm just patting it along the eyelid. This way you get the best colour payoff and you don't get so much fallout. Don't worry about the edging because we're going to go in and blend it. Okay, so now blending out those edges, we're using a transition colour. I'm using something that's kind of a wee bit more charcoaly colour with a bit of a brown undertone. It's from the Morphe 350 palette. And we're just taking it right into the crease and we're just going to blend it right up towards the eyebrows, fading it out, and towards the inner corner of the eye, taking it down towards the nose because we're going to use it for a nose contour. And then as well on the outer corner of the eye, we're going to take it up and kind of blow it out towards the temples. You're just going to keep doing that kind of window wiper motion, back and forth, blending out. Take your time, keep a light hand and just kind of dusting the shadow, and you'll start to see it blending out. So I'm taking it down the nose just like you were doing if you were to do a nose contour, and then I'm going over it with a beauty blender just to kind of soften it up a bit so it's not too harsh. Okay, I'm going underneath the eye now with the same transition colour, and then going in with a black eyeliner just to kind of intensify it a bit more, and as well taking it into the waterline. After that, I'm extending that outer corner out now up towards the temples. We're going to start kind of carving out the hollow areas of her face. And just take your time with it. It doesn't have to be, pretty. She's evil, she's enchantress, and it's shadow. So shadows are never perfect. So I'm just going underneath the eye now with white paint. The paint's from Snazaroo, and I'm just placing it under the eye as if you were going to do concealer underneath your eyes. So I'm just going in with the same white paint on the same brush and marking out where I'm going to have my star. So just take your time with this just so that you kind of get it as even and as matched up as possible. Go back over it, just intensifying that colour a little bit more. So I'm now going to start drawing a line, curving it from each corner of the star to try and make a circle. Just keep your eye focused between the 2 points to try and make it look as much of a circle as possible. I'm now taking a faint kind of grey toned paint, and I'm marking out where I want the veins to go underneath the eyes. Taking a fine brush with black paint, and we're going to lightly and carefully mark out the details of those veins. So nice thin line you're wanting, and that's going to really add the depth because we're going to make it look like it's more like cuts than drawn on. After that, we're going to do the exact same with the star, and I really want this to be like as intense as possible. I really want it to look like it's been like cut on there. So this is just all going to add to the detailing of it. I decided to add veins at my temples just as a little extra. I'm now going in with the same black paint on a fine brush again, and I'm outlining my lips. Going slightly over, and at the outer corners of the lips I'm kind of going to fill it in a wee bit just to add a wee bit more depth and create a wee bit more of a kind of contoured look. I'm now going in with a shadow. I'm using a grey shadow. It's from the Urban Decay Ultimate Basics palette, and this is just going to create a wee bit more of a 3D look and make these veins look a little bit more realistic, because I want it to look a little bit more like cuts. I just want them to look basically as intense and as scary as I can get. After that, I'm going to go with the same grey shadow up towards the star and start doing the same over those lines. I really want to intensify this part because I want this to look like it's been carved out, so it's going to give it a more 3D kind of effect and a kind of bruising effect as well. Taking that same shadow, I'm going to now start blending out round about the mouth, just to create a little bit more of a shadow and just to kind of vamp it up a bit more. Taking that same shadow, I'm now going to create a shadow effect at the corners of the mouth. I'm going to start kind of carving out our face structure and make it appear more kind of hollow, so as well then extending that out along the jawline, start kind of chiseling her features out a wee bit more. Going a little bit more intense now with the red, just making it a little bit more deeper, and just build up as you go, just like wherever you feel you need a wee bit more red, a little bit more black, or shadowing it out. Just keep working with what you feel. Now with the lips, I'm going to go in with a red paint, same paint, and mixing it with black, just to kind of give it a bit of a blood vampy kind of dark look, gothic, you know. And then I'm just going back over all the areas that I've done shadowing and just intensifying them whenever I feel that I need to, and round about those veins. Just creates a wee bit more of a 3D effect and just starts adding a bit of texture. I then decided I wanted veins at the side of my neck, so I've went in with this straight with a kind of red paint, mixed in with a bit of black, because I want it to look more like actual veins underneath the skin instead of kind of piercing through. You know what I mean? And I'm just intensifying the outer corner of the eye, just round all those details. And back in again. But black around that circle and the star, just to add more depth to it.